This is the Chaijong family just before their 1994 trial. The gang, consisting of 7 members, was suspected of some of South Korea's most brutal crimes. Their arrest was made possible by the courageous actions of one victim who escaped certain peril, putting an end to their reign of terror. Kidnapping, assault, and murder were just some of the horrifying crimes these barbarians were responsible for. However, their most shocking and unthinkable acts of evil remain to be explored. They're known as the South Korean Manson family, the Cannibal Clan, or the Korean gang with the deadliest murder house. Recap. As the police interrogated a frantic Lee Jong-soo, describing her ordeal, they initially assumed she was under the influence of narcotics. Her account of the kidnapping, violation, and torture mentioned 2 other missing victims, revealing the horrors at the hands of the infamous Chaijong family. Her case stands out as one of the most shocking police encounters. The gang. The Chaijong family's genesis began around a poker table in 1993, where Kim Ji-hyun met Moon Sun-rock and Kim Hyun-yang. Their shared hatred for the rich led to the formation of the gang, guided by a clear but ruthless doctrine. Hate the rich, a traitor must be killed. Trust no women, not even your mother. Although they were famously known as the Chaijong family, it wasn't their original name. That was a label coined by the investigating police. Originally, Kim had chosen the name Moscom, believing it to be Greek for ambition. To expand their ranks, they recruited Kang Dong-un and Baek Byong-ok from construction sites. Soon, Kang Moon-sub and Song Bong-un joined, bringing their numbers to 7. Their quest for revenge against the rich required a base of operations, so they pooled their resources to amass funds. They purchased weapons, built cells in a basement, and included a sinister incineration facility in their acquired house. Their plan involved extorting the upper class through kidnapping. With intensive training, they readied themselves for their criminal operations. The Chaijong family's first victim, 20-year-old Miss Choi, had no inkling of the danger when she walked under a bridge in July 1993. The gang abducted her, took her to a nearby hill, and subjected her to a horrifying assault. While not from a wealthy family, she was used as a practice target for what would be a cold-blooded murder. Gang leader Kim demonstrated how to strangle a person, using her as an example. Despite the quick discovery of her body, the motive for her death remained a mystery. Their next victim, Song Bong-un, a founding member and the gang's treasurer, tried to flee with around 3 million won but was found by the gang. As per their doctrine, they executed him. To identify the rich of South Korea, they obtained a list from a worker at Seoul's Hyundai department store, targeting over 1,200 wealthy car owners. However, their plans were disrupted by Kim Gi-hyun's arrest, unrelated to the murder. He had previously assaulted his niece, leaving her traumatized. With Kim in jail, the gang continued their pursuit of wealth. They encountered Lee Jong-soo and her musician boyfriend one night, becoming their next victims. The gang attacked and abducted them, bringing them to their incineration facility after a vicious assault. Let me know if there's anything specific you'd like me to focus on. The harrowing ordeal of Lee Jong-soo began with the Chaijong family demanding ransom, despite targeting an older car and realizing they wouldn't get the money they wanted. Frustrated, they turned to violence, violating Lee Jong-soo and her boyfriend. Tragically, Lee was forced to participate in her boyfriend's murder, a horrific experience that defies imagination. They made him drink excessive alcohol to obscure the murder, staged the car to look like an accident, and violated Lee again at the same spot, passing it off as part of the mishap. Though the authorities thought it was an accident due to alcohol traces, they underestimated Lee's will to survive. Soon after, The gang targeted a middle-aged couple, Mr. So and Mrs. Park, seeking a ransom of 100 million won. But upon learning the couple didn't have the demanded amount, they accepted 80 million won, yet decided to break their promise, leading to a tragic end for the couple. The gang forced Lee Jong-soo to hold a gun and fatally injure the couple, a horrendous act that led to the most disturbing crime witnessed in Korea. Later, as the Chaejong family cooked barbecue outside their hideout, the locals were unaware that their meal was their latest victim, served in a sickening act of cannibalism that shocked the nation. Worse yet, the torment for Lee Jong-soo continued. On September 16, 1994, after practicing dynamite techniques, the gang accidentally injured Kim Hyung-yeon and Lee Jong-soo. They had to seek medical treatment for the burn injuries. Taking Lee with them was a mistake, as Kim had grown fond of her and trusted her. As she waited at the clinic, she made a daring escape into the nearest taxi, fearing the numerous gang members she thought were hunting her. She took a torturous journey from the province to Seoul, eventually reaching a police station where she recounted her harrowing experience with the Chaejong family. The police set up an entrapment operation, leading to the arrest of the entire gang on November 1, 1994, causing a media frenzy. At their trial, none of the 6 members showed remorse for their heinous acts. They were all found guilty and sentenced to the harshest punishment, execution, on November 2, 1995. Each member was put to death. However, one victim, Lee Jong-soo, the courageous individual who survived the ordeal, continues to bear the emotional scars. 3 decades on, the impact of these crimes on Lee remains unclear, but South Korea can find solace in knowing these cold-blooded killers will never strike again. Feel free to share your thoughts on this case that shook South Korea in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more from the sinister world of criminal gangs.